Okay, now we're live. Well, you have to push all those buttons and tweak all those twisty things. And how are you guys doing today? I am over the top. I am to the moon and back and around a couple times. I am Miss C, and I live here at Miss C's cottage, at Mr. Elmo's home. And the cottage is the home of the Sun Bunny. And the Sun Bunny has this has been the year of the Sun Bunny. Now, I've been making these Sun Bunnies for, I don't know, since 2019 or 2020 or something like that. I've been making them for maybe 2022. I started making them. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I've been making them for a while. And at first, I would give them out to new parents for their babies, or I would give them to children who I saw do something exceptional as far as behavior goes. I did give one to a little boy who was shopping with his grandmother. He never lost patience with her. He would pull down something off the top shelf she couldn't reach because she was in the cart. And Grandma, is this what you want? And she'd say, no, honey, it's whatever. And so he'd put that back and get an. He just was so patient and loving and kind. I told Mr. Elmo, can you pull over there and stop? And he's like, yes. So I got out and gave him a Sun Bunny and told him how I had seen how good he was, and I thought he deserved one. And I think I've told you the whole story. I named it Bob, and Bob had big ears and wanted to fly like Dumbo and couldn't fly. And come to find out, the kid was flying to Detroit the next week, so Bob was going to get to fly anyway. That long story short, as someone always says. Excuse me, I'm just so excited today. So then I started giving them to maybe adults who were having tough days, and it just ballooned from there. The response that I got from them was just so worth it that I couldn't quit. It was like God saying, this person needs one, this person needs one. And then as I started watching YouTube, I could see some of the content creators were having a tough time with their own health or health of a family member, um, loss of a job, or breakdown of an appliance or a car or something. You know. And so I would make them up one, and I started writing stories to send with the Sun Bunnies. And some of those stories were really off the wall to me, but God said, write it down, Diana. And I did. And when it got to those people, that was the very part that touched their heart, was the very part that I questioned. Pretty much most of it was general except for that, and that's the part that touched their heart personally. So God knows what he's doing. This is my mission from him, and he has blessed me throughout the whole thing. Oh, there's my angel in the frozen stone. Jeanette Whitson. I'm going to go back and say hello to everybody. I got to go back a while. Sam and Ricky is here. And Dawn Aaron. Dawn, I am so thankful that you stop in with your busy schedule and your brain going 10 miles an hour, 15 miles an hour creativity. I'm thankful that you have the time, that you take the time to come and spend some of it here at the cottage. It means a lot, Dawn. Barbara Riggles. I want to say hi to Barbara, and I want to say hi to Jazzy if she's there. How are you today, Jazzy? And Jeanette. Hello, hello. And there's Kitty Lane, my baby boomer from the peninsula in Virginia. And Katrina, hello, hello. An elephant stampede. Oh my goodness. Well, extra blessings today from my Carry My Love. And there's my sister Eileen. And Maisie. Maisie, please tell me how many were in that box. Because I owe you an apology, and I will explain all of this later when I get into the somebody thing, because this is just the beginning. But please let me know how many were in that box. They were so packed so tightly, I was afraid to take them out for fear I'd never get them back in. So please let me know. And Diane Major, I love you so much, Diane. You've got to feel my love surrounding you. And no matter how you feel during the day, you've got to feel a little bit of comfort from my hugs. That's my hope. And there's my sister Susie, 1432. And Sharon is here. Oh my gosh, that's 2 out of the 3 Musketeers. How can I be so fortunate? Debbie Graybird is here. Lana, my angel. And Samantha Stewart, my dear. Hello, hello. And there's Pebbles and KK and Angel. Hello, Angel. And Yolanda Aguilar. Hello, hello, sweetheart. I'm so glad to see your face come through the cottage door. $18. Okay, 18 were in the bag. Well, I need to change that then. Okay, I wanted to make sure that I had what I had so that I could add it. So I had 8 boxes. Where am I? 12 plus your 18. Well, you ain't gonna believe it, because I am just okay. 18. Thank you. Plus the 1. Yes. Okay. Yes, Sam. I noticed that too. Those beautiful girls sitting there with their hair all long and shiny and beautiful. No, no, I don't think so. Not much older. And there's Laura. Hello, Laura. Thanks for stopping in at the cottage today. You are always welcome. Jazzy's at school. Well, you tell her, Barbara, that I said hello to her today. Your home needed more I don't think you'll ever be without somebody, Pico, because I think they're hiding, 2 of them at least, they're hiding under your couch, and they just keep making bunnies. Hey, cuz. Waiting on Hannah. Going out in the cold. I don't envy you. I don't envy you at all. What do you need prayer for, Samantha? Is it an unspoken, or do you want to share? Lana, I'm glad you're here. Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, Ricky. Hello. Oh, Nisi's here. Hello, Nisi. You need to stick around because I have a gigantic announcement to make. Gabby D. Tia. Tia, I got them coming. Okay, you should have them. You should have them this evening. FYI. And I am. I've got my hands put together, and he and I have been talking. So I think we're good. I think we're good. Mary's Crafty Corner will welcome in Mary to the cottage. You can put your crafty corner in my cottage anytime. KK, do you know that KK said, I don't know if we'll be able to do it this year, but we're going to try for 1,500 hats. Do you know how many they got? 1,640. Just saying, God is good. Bobby Wyatt, hello, hello. And there's Marsha Lee. What shenanigans? Just wait till you hear, Marsha Lee. You are not going to believe it. Okay, I'm down to the bottom, and Samantha, I have not seen you respond to what you need, what prayers you need, sweetheart. So let me know if you haven't popped out already. Actually, 1,646. Ooh. You know what? I'm going to transition right in then. Yesterday, I spent the whole day um, taping up boxes and labeling them and getting them ready. I went on Pirate Ship and I printed out a label, and it was probably $2 cheaper than than UPS. But the work that I had to put in it the first time, you have to have all kinds of information. And you know my cottage is downstairs, and you know the computer and the printer are up in the common room. So that meant come down here, do what I needed to do, go back up there and do what I needed to do, and then come down here for your cold. Okay. Oh, Samantha, a winter cold is absolutely miserable. So we will be praying for you, sweetheart. So by the time I got those done, by the time I got one ready for Pirate Ship, and then when you get you have to create an account and then log into your account, and then you have to give them all that information, and then you have to measure the box and weigh the box and how big is it, how tall is it, how deep is it, how wide is it, and you put all that in there, and then they say, okay, this is what it is, and you say okay, and then they say, well, download the label. So then you have to download the label, but then you're not done yet because you still have to print the label, and the label was right at the top corner of the paper, and it didn't have, and by that time I was tired. There are 4 things that will halt you in your tracks. Halt, HALT. If you're hungry, if you're angry, if you're lonesome, or if you're tired. H, hungry, A, angry, L, lonely, T, tired. If you are HALT, it will halt you in your tracks, and you brain backs down into neutral, and you can't think. Well, I was a couple of those, and I'd had it with Pirate Ship. As nice as they are and as willing as they were to help me, I'd had it. So Elmo had just come in from out in I guess he was out in the yard or the barn or something, working on his trains. And I said, I got one labeled with Pirate Ship, and the rest of them I'm taking to UPS, and they can do the work, because I was beat. My back, well, I'm not going to complain. I'm not. But I don't stand up for long periods of time well anymore. Anyway, Jess, it doesn't matter if it looks like roadkill. It's going to be loved. I've never seen an ugly one. I never have. Okay, so I got them all taped up. I put my return label on them and an address for where they were going. Guys, we wound up with 11 boxes. Now think about that for a minute. I packaged them up in Ziploc bags, a bunny and a tag that said what a somebody is, and packaged them 12 in a box. We had 11 boxes. We had 8 boxes. Well, let me get it straight. 10 of 10. We had 10 boxes. Mary's made the 10th box. We had 10 boxes, 12 in a box of 8 of them. One box, well, one had 18, one had 7, and then the last box was Kim Fortune's box of somebody's. All totaled, we had 133 bunnies and buddies go. 133. Remember, Mr. Allred said, well, there's 35 to 40 children, or 30 to 45 children. And remember then, he came back and he said, well, they just found another group of people up in the mountain, a little farther up. And so there's about 75 children. We got them topped. We got them topped. We have 121 bunnies for children for Christmas. And we have 12 somebodies to go to families who have absolutely nothing and are in dire need of hope. And the cards that Kim wrote and the legend of the somebody buddy that she wrote in there, I just felt it needed to go to families that needed hope and encouragement and courage and determination not to give up, because not all was lost. Somebody loved them. It was amazing. As Mr. Elmo was taking the pirate ship box out to the back of my car, because my car has more room. My car's cleaner. There's no junk in the back seat. And it has a nice trunk. It's an Escape, an 04 Escape, but it's got a lot of room in the back. And I knew we'd have room in there for all those boxes. So as he's taken the first one out that I had already pirate shipped and paid for, here comes UPS up the driveway, and the guy gets out and he says, "Your wife gets a lot of yarn." And Mr. Elmo said, "Mm-hmm." And he says, "What does she do with all that yarn?" And so Mr. Elmo held up the box and he said, "Well, this has got 12 crocheted rabbits in it that are going up to Western North Carolina for the kids up there that got washed away in the Appalachian Mountains." And the guy said, "Are you kidding me?" And Andy said, "No." He said, "We got 9 more boxes in the house." So we filled up my back of my car with all of those boxes. Now, the one that had 7 in it, I put some extra things in there. I put in some yarn and some hooks and some patterns. And if someone there at the churches felt like they might want to do more somebodies, or if there comes up a need, or I don't care, they can give it away or throw it away or whatever they want to do with it. But also, I want to say a tribute to Kim Fortune. we've been doing the kitchen towel sets. I don't have this one finished yet, but I've still got to go around the outside and put a button on it. Uh, a, a towel to dry your hands on, a kitchen towel, and then a dishcloth for your dishes to wash your dishes with. And she did a scrubby. I didn't do scrubbies. I do have some that I know I showed this to you. I do have scrubby to make with this one, but I had gone also to uh, the Dollar Tree and gotten some foaming hand soap in different flavors. And so I just took a bag, put in a set that was complete. I think I had five or six, I don't remember, but with the hand towel and the dishcloth and the hand soap, and put those in a bag and stuff those in there for whatever the church wants to do with them. And we got them all packed up and got them all over to UPS. The man inside said, "Hold on, we'll let your husband have the cart." I said, "Okay." So went to the door and I yelled, "Mr. Elmo." He turned around and said, "What?" And I said, "Wait a minute." So I took the cart out to him and he was able to put the whole rest of the back of the car on the cart and bring him in. So that man stood there and weighed and measured each one of those boxes. I'm trying to keep up here. Kelly, my beautiful Kelly, I love you so much. Good morning, Frizz. And Barbara Clark, thank you for yours. Beautiful. And there's my body girl. You got them out with the 10 a.m. or is it Pacific Standard Time there? Is that what you're saying? Frizz, I'm frazzled. But we got out 11 boxes yesterday, 10 boxes of somebody's and the 11th box of somebody's. And and she's got some going. She's got an extra 12, so that makes our 133. That makes our 133 that are going. Is that like it's a miracle? And you know that lucky things and coincidences are just miracles that God prefers to remain anonymous in. Yeah. Pretty phenomenal, amazing, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, we weren't sure we were going to get 30 to 45. And then when Mr. Allred said, well, they found more kids up on the mountain, it's closer to 75, it's like, we're running out of time. And that's when I put out the SOS and said, if you guys can, please. And I want to thank Gloria, Sugar, Regina Provenzano, Diane Major for her bunny, Kim G, Sherry, Cherry, Pebbles, Jeanette, Gloria, again, Michelle D, Barbara Clark, more from Regina, Kim Fortune, Somebody's, and Mary Smith's 18, and my Fritzster with her 12 to go. I want to thank all of you for being God's angels. I was going to say Christmas elves, but it's better than that. You were God's angels with your hands and your creativity and your yarn and your time. I want to thank all of you who bought me a cup of coffee. I want to thank all of you who sent funds to PayPal and helped out financially. And I want to thank Jenny Hanks for her generosity in helping with shipping. There's boxes. I don't remember. And they're all in like one sheet things. And my purse is upstairs, and I don't have the energy to go upstairs today. Yes, Jackie, I did see or Jacqueline. I did see your video that you put up. They're phenomenon, and I like all three of them. I'm going to try them all three because there are lots of things that I do here locally, and I think all three of those will work. I like that. I've never done one on the Addy before, but I'm going to. Hey, Zachman. So back to this. I thank all of you who helped financially as well. And I want to say thank you to the rest of you who were not able to help financially or send a bunny, make a bunny, because I know not everybody's into amigurumi. I want to thank you all for your prayers and your encouragement and for your love that helped us reach 133 items to send to those children and families in the mountains. They have nothing. They can't help feel the love. And I wish there was a way to see the smiles on those little kids' faces when they get a Sun Bunny. It's just going to be so awesome. Maybe we'll all dream about it, and then we'll all know firsthand. A lot of us have to wait, Bonnie. Wait for what? Ah, Jacqueline, Irish hugs to you. I didn't mail it to put together bunnies. I have to wait till after Christmas. It's okay. It doesn't matter when they come. I think Jackie just mailed hers yesterday when I mailed mine. Either that or, well, I don't know whether she got it yesterday or had to wait till today because they were closed. But either way, they're on their way, I'm sure. Okay, Leanie, that sounds good. You can do that, Leanie, or you can give them to a hospital in your area, whichever you want to do with your postage money. Either way, it's okay. I am going to keep watching Mr. Wayne Allred at Deep River Farm, and because he continues to be the spokesperson for the Central Church, that is the umbrella church for the 21 churches that are serving the area, and he is continuing to let us know what's going on and who's doing what, and so I'm going to continue to watch him to see what the needs are, because the needs may change. I don't know. And if it's blankets, I'll let you know. And if it's sweaters or mittens or, whatever the need is that we can do, I will let you know. Oh, Amanda, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My hope is that every child in the United States gets one. I would like every person in the United States to get one. I did send one 5 years ago to President Trump. I don't know whether he ever got it because there's so many people between me and him. But I just wanted to let him know that I thought he was doing the best he could do. Oh, Bonnie, You know what? You don't have to send them to timeout because Santa Claus is watching, and if they don't put their DNA up there on the little thumb up, they're going to go on the naughty list. That's awesome. That's awesome, Susie. Thank you, Zach, man. Okay, so that is my spectacular news. And I think it requires a giant bell ring, 133 bunnies and buddies heading north to give cheer and happiness and love and courage and hugs to the families and the children of Western North Carolina. That there were foundations there, the trailers and the hitches that brings the mobile homes there, the foundations the mobile homes set on, they were still on the mountain, but there was no mobile home. Just acted like a big boat floated right down the river. If you get a chance, go over and see the Presley girls. They are a delightful set of twins. They sing, and you can buy their CDs. They give. Corey is one of them, and I think Corey's the one who does the devotionals. And she just did a devotional about looking back over your life and seeing where you were and how far you've come, and the importance of remembering that you are not God, that He is, and that you are not in control, and that He is. And if you just give yourself to Him, He gives you a better self back. And I watched it the other day and thought it was pretty spectacular for a young girl. She's probably not 1/3 my age, and she's just really got a lot of stuff. Hey, Carrie, my love. Katrina, welcome, welcome, welcome. And there's Demetria, the naked snail. I love that girl. How are you doing, Demi? Okay, let's see what else we've got on the agenda. I have sent these all out to the attention of Mr. Wayne Allred, and come to my attention because of Corey Presley. Wayne Allred is at the Global Church, the Global Community Church. He is not at Pastor Tim's church in Flat Rock. He is just the designated spokesman for the church and the churches in the area. But I figured if he knows the churches in the areas, they know him. So one way or another, they'll get those boxes with attention to him. They'll get those boxes to him, and he'll get them to the teachers who are designated to take the children's toys out. Now, I know there's another bunch of toys being given out tomorrow in Maggie Valley. And if you're in that area and you'd rather take your toys there, you can do that before 1 o'clock, because at 1 o'clock they're going to start giving out toys. And after, they're only going to do it from 1 to 4, and after 4 they're going to do dinner for all those people who have come to pick up toys for their children. I don't know who it is, if it's a church or if it's an organization. I don't recall, but they are doing deep fried turkey, and they are doing Bojangles chicken. And Mr. Allred said, but I don't know anybody that don't like deep fried turkey. I love it. Oh, thank you, Kitty. You know, I counted on you the other day, or you snuck out of here before I got a chance to thank you for washing up all the coffee cups the other day. I appreciated that. Yes, but the building codes in Henderson County will not give out electrical or sewer permits for those people. The thing is, my opinion, Henderson County, some of the people in Henderson County do not want those mountain people to rebuild on their property along the river. They are still expected to pay their home mortgage and their property taxes for next year. Some of them don't have jobs to go to. They certainly don't have a house to pay the mortgage on, but they're still expected to make those mortgage payments. If they default on those and they can't get permits to rebuild on their property, probably the county will confiscate the land, sell it off to some big buyer, and they'll build condos along that beautiful river. So the way that one of the county commissioners, there's 5 of them, and 4 of them are nay, and 1 of them is yay. They are trying to stop all tiny houses on the property. But the way that they're getting around that is they're not building tiny houses. They're building sheds, storage sheds. And they're giving those to the mountain people to put in there whatever they have to share. And so at least they're not sleeping out in the rain and the snow and the cold. So they're storing their bedding, their sleeping bags, their heaters, their cook stoves, those kinds of things in their storage shed. Yolanda, you want to try and knit? Knitting is, I find, a lot slower and a lot takes a little more concentration, but it is beautiful. I think it's a more refined stitch than a crochet stitch, but I still think crochet is easier. All right, Bonnie, you go do what you need to do. Lana, if you can't put your chair back, don't worry about it. We'll save it for you for next week. They're different builders. No, Jeanette, no, please. I don't want my glory to come from here on earth. I want all my glory stored up in heaven. I did not do this project alone. I could not have done it alone. All I did was just do what God told me to do. I can't send money. I can't buy things to send. I can't run up my Amazon bill and send up heaters and cook stove. I can't do that. And God said, "Didn't fast yourself, child. Do what you can do." And so I said, okay, I can make a somebody and send it up to a child so that they know somebody loves them. And when I found out we needed 30 to 45, it was like, And then a week later, Mr. Allred said 75. I said, SOS, SOS, I need a hat. And you guys jumped in and helped. And you come through. And people who I never expected have come through. People that weren't even involved in the beginning have joined up and come through in one way or another. And we succeeded, all of us. So don't give me the credit. It was just an idea that the Lord put in my head and I followed through on. And you helped. And you helped tremendously more than there's no way I could have made 133. But each one of us, whether we sent in 1 or we sent in 24, we did it. We did it. And that's what God is trying to tell people. if the silent majority of Christians will raise up and do what is right, we can do anything. We can do anything together as a family. Thank you, Leanie. That's it. Everybody helped. It does use less yarn, and it is beautiful when it's done. And there's a lot of stitches you can use. Service projects. That's awesome. That's awesome, Susie. Maybe we can do some knitting tutorials at the beginning of next year, and then on Fridays when we sit and knit, we can actually sit and knit. How about that? Would you guys like Friday knit tutorials? Bonnie, I think making a bed is one of my favorite things to do because it's 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 instant gratification to me. That's what it is. It's instant gratification. I get the bottom sheet tucked in, I get the top sheet tucked in, I get the blanket on and the bedspread over it and the pillowcase is on, and I look back and it's done and it's nice, and I'm instantly gratified by it. Thank you, Susie. Heidi, hello, sweetheart. Welcome into the cottage. I'm so glad you came in today. I love seeing when you come in. You bring the fresh alpine air with you. You go spend time with the boys. That's more important. And I will see you on Sunday. You know, Barbara, I think my gift is encouragement. Um, we, I went to a church a long time ago when I was in my 30s, probably, and they did this little test. What is the um, gift that God has given you? And they had, I don't know, 10 or 12 gifts, and you answered all these questions, A, B, C, or D, and then at the end you added up all of your, A's were worth so many points and B's were worth so many points. You added them all up, and whatever you came out the most with, you went back and you read the blurb on that. And my gift was encouragement. So, see, I didn't do a whole lot. I only made 12 bunnies, but I encouraged you guys to help me make up the 133. So I guess I did my job. That's right, Ricky. It took all of us. Well, that's probably true because it is pretty tough to put a 12-inch fitted bottom sheet on a 16-inch mattress. And it's kind of tough to put a 16-inch fitted sheet on a 16-inch mattress that's got a 2-inch foam topper. I agree. And probably, Bonnie, if I had to do it for other people, it probably would become less glamorous as the day went. You could use a refresher, Cal. All right. Hey, Faith, welcome to the cottage. How are you doing today, sweetheart? Okay, keep Mama Llama Kayla and Big Daddy in your prayers. Oops, what happened to that one? Oh, there it is. What's going on, kitty? There's Mishi. Mishi, I have a blanket announcement to make since you're giving a blanket hello. I sent off 11 boxes yesterday full of goodies, and 133 some bunnies and buddies. 133 for the children and the families in Western North Carolina. Sent them off yesterday by UPS, and they should be there Monday the 23rd to be given out to the kids. Joanne, your smiling face coming in the cottage door is your gift to me, or God's gift to me from you. I love you. Mishi, don't you wish you could just see the smiles on those little faces when they get those? And they are all so different. I am going to get I'm going to send pictures to Sanita if she is willing, or if she's not willing to do it. You know her heart. I wish she would teach me how to do it, but I want to put together an Operation Appalachian Sun Bunny album and put in all of the sun bunnies that we gathered together for this holiday season, and put them in an album in a like a slideshow and show everyone's. I think that would be my gift back to you. Oh boy. All right, we're going to stick her on the prayer list. And I'm about to run out of time. I asked Mr. Wayne Allred if there was any way that they could, but see, the church isn't doing it, and Mr. Wayne Allred is not doing it. It's the teachers in the areas that have gone out and vetted the kids. They know where the kids used to live and where they are now. And I think I did tell you that a blue jean company donated 4,000 pair of blue jeans for the children in the Appalachian Mountains. So the teachers have gone out to size those children, get sizes for them, and what the need is. And I'm pretty sure that it's the same teachers that are going to hand out the bunnies. You know what? I can't worry about it anymore. You've done your part in getting them to me. I've done my part in getting them to the church. I have to just trust the sweetest frame and wholly lean on Jesus' name to get those bunnies where they're going. It's out of my hands now. He knows the need. He's the one that started this whole project. I cannot doubt him that he won't complete the project that he started. He's just like that. Hello, Len. Len has made some. I don't know what I would have done without Len and Jackie and Kim. You guys have contributed so much. Okay, guys. I set my timer today because I'm going to have to leave a little bit early. It's getting close to the end of the month, and I want to spend more time. I want to spend as much time as I can with you, but I cannot go over 20 hours. So, and we're only 4 away. So don't forget to put your thumbs. Hey, Sally. And Sally's grandson, Brantley, is in Florida. So if he's watching today, hello, hello. I always enjoy being with you, Fritzy. You heard the timer? It's about to go off. I think I got less than half a minute. Okay, so thank you all again for all that you contributed, whether it was physical, financial, or spiritual. I covered all those things, and together we made it work. And I'm so thankful that the burden has been lifted from our shoulders to get this job done. So I got all my hats into Bumblebee's Mountain. That burden has been lifted from me. I've started a new box for next year, but these are ones I want to do, not ones that I feel I have to do. A lot of times somebody will put up a hat and I'll think, wow, that's pretty. I could do that. So now I can again start crocheting and putting in the box for next year. The bunnies and buddies are gone. So that burden was not that it was a burden. The pressure to get them done on time, get them sent. You know what I'm talking about. It's not a. It was a blessing, but it still was sitting there. That's done. And now I have time to work on the blankets for Boggy Creek. I am doing some bunny in a meadow. I am doing some bunny at the beach, and some bunny. Whoa. Well, I don't know what happened. What? We just flipped out and flipped back in. Okay. I guess I went to the beach there for a minute. And somebody in the meadow, somebody at the beach, and somebody by the woven fence. And that was this one. Do you guys remember this one? Okay. I don't know what I did with it. Let me see if this is it right here. Nope. Well, I guess I don't have it right here, but I crocheted a bunny, like a coaster. You know those little coasters that you do in circles and then you do the ears? I crocheted a bunny and I glued them on each one of those blankets. So there's some bunny by the woven fence, there's a real some bunny by the beach, and there's a real some bunny in the meadow. Snow. Okay. I pray all day long for all of you. So whether your name is in this book or just in my heart, you got it. Thanks again for everyone who contributed and made this project work. You guys are the awesomest. That's all I can say. Let's see. Okay, so now I am working on the rest of the year. I will be working on blankets for Boggy Creek, and I will be working on making to finish up the 12 Santa Cloth Challenge is what she's calling it. The Santa Cloth Challenge. And well, she's got some pretty ones. And I'm going to have to get going again because I gave away a bunch of them in that box that we just went north. And on Fridays, we're going to start some beginner knitting, how to beginner knit. And if you want to get a head start, go over and see Sam. Sam knits. And by hooks or needles, Sam, she knits. Okay, so I'm going to go. I'm going to thank God for all of you, each and every one of you. Each and every one of you that made a rabbit and sent it in. Each and every one of you who sent in money for postage. Each and every one of you who took the time out of your day to encourage me and encourage us through the chat, to pray for us, to love us, send us hugs and strength to keep going, to reach this goal. I thank God for each one of you. And I pray for each of you every day. And now I ask God to hold you in his hand, keep you healthy, keep you safe, keep you motivated, keep you hugged up, keep your bucket full, and protect you until I see you on Sunday. And then we'll start all over again. I love you guys. I'll see you Sunday.